Could VeChain hypothetically be one step closer to a monumental upgrade? Well, I like to lean towards yes, and it's actually not according to just me randomly. It's actually based off some evidence I've seen as of late, at least according to a post that VeChain made. I'll talk about that in today's video, and I'll even discuss the price a little bit later, even though nothing really has happened much. It only recovered around 1% in the past 24 hours. But, if again, something were to change there, I'll make a video on it. But besides that, I first want to clarify, I am not telling anyone to do anything. Nothing I say is financial advice, and this is just my personal review. However, again, this video is more so centered around what upgrade could very well be coming when it comes to VeChain, because VeChain recently made a post saying how the full VIP 255 Interstellar Ethereum virtual machine upgrade specification is now available. Now, why does this matter? Well, it's because this is a planned upgrade, right, when it comes to the case of Interstellar. And keep in mind, one of the main benefits of releasing the specifications actually when it comes to this is that it's going to give a better understanding as to what Interstellar could very well do when it comes to VeChain. And not only that, it's going to give people who are looking to hypothetically, make a vote as to whether or not this update will happen, because keep in mind, again, there needs to be a vote first to see if this update will happen or not. But again, these people, sometimes they want to take a look at the specifications first before they exactly know what they want to do, right? So this is going to allow for greater transparency, and it's going to allow, again, just for a moment, for VeChain to kind of showcase that, hey, this is what this update is going to bring. Do they like it or do they not? That's the thing. So this right here is going to give a way better clarification, in my opinion, which I think, of course, is a pretty fantastic thing. Now, in order to understand the importance and the context of this, I first think it's important to understand what this even is and why this even came to be, right? So remember not too long ago when we saw the VeChain Renaissance roadmap? It's literally called that, but besides that, again, that was a pretty impressive roadmap because we've already seen the phase of Galactica happen. I'm not joking, it's literally called that. We've already seen the Hayabusa upgrade. And Interstellar, that could very well be the next iteration. I'm not talking about the movie, right? I'm not talking about that one. But what I'm talking about is the Interstellar upgrade when it comes to VeChain. Let's just hope it's as impressive as the movie Interstellar. Who knows? However, if we take a look at it, in order for Interstellar to even happen, there needs to be a vote to allow for that to happen, right? Before I get into, the vote and all that, I first want to talk about what Interstellar could even do to VeChain, hypothetically. Well, if we take a look at it, I've conveniently made some notes a little bit, right? So it's going to make it easier for developers, basically, to use the latest tools and all this. And again, that would of course help VeChain a lot in terms of the development side of things, in which case could only mean pretty fantastic things. The reason why I say that is because if VeChain has an environment where it's much easier for developers to build on, that inherently is going to be a good thing eventually if the market were to recover. The reason why is because if developers start entering back in again, in a massive way at least, and let's say they find a certain place favorable to build, and for whatever reason, if what they build on there gains a lot of traction, it automatically sometimes brings that place along with the ride. In a pure hypothetical, imagine if VeChain has an environment where it's very favorable for developers to build on. And let's say these developers, they build something fantastic when it comes to VeChain and that gains a lot of adoption. Guess what? It's going to bring, again, VeChain hypothetically along with the ride. As the old saying goes, a high tide raises all ships. It's kind of no different here, the way you take a look at it. But of course, this is laying down the groundwork. It's not going to be instantaneous. It's not going to be automatic. It's going to take time because it's like, for instance, if a company launches a good product, in some cases, it doesn't typically become a massive hit overnight. It takes time. Take a look at Netflix. It took time to become popular. It's kind of no different here. I'm not saying it's anything close to that, but it's just an analogy, right? So when it comes to Interstellar, it could do a lot of pretty fantastic things, in my opinion, in terms of the after effects. And also it's going to add, more capabilities and all this, better temporary storage and whatnot, right? So again, when it comes to Interstellar, it could do pretty fantastic things when it comes to VeChain. Now, again, there needs to be a vote, though, in order for that to happen. Or should I say a vote needs to pass. It's going to start on August 10th, 2026. So yeah, pretty close, of course. And it's going to start at 0 o'clock UTC. Again, on August the 10th. Now, people like to tell me though, but why does this even matter and will it even go through? Now, again, I already mentioned why I think it could hypothetically matter just now, so yeah, I'm going to skip that part. But even besides that, will this happen though? It's a maybe, but I'm leaning towards hypothetically more so likely yes as opposed to no, at least in terms of my guess. I could be wrong though, but I'm just saying this is just what I'm thinking about. The reason why I say that is because we've already seen the Galactica upgrade go through, we've already seen the Hayabusa upgrade go through, so it would only make sense, right? If, let's say, you know, Interstellar were to go through as well. Could you imagine if, let's say, the vote was no for Interstellar, but then yes for Hayabusa and Galactica? It wouldn't make much sense. It's only logical, right? That's the way to take a look at it. It's like Lord of the Rings. Lord of the Rings has a trilogy. I watch all the movies when it comes to that, but I'm just saying it would only make sense that there is a trilogy. So when it comes to this, I kind of view it no different. If Galactica happened, if Hayabusa happened, I don't know why Interstellar won't. Now, it's a big if. We'll have to wait and see when it comes to the vote. But I just don't see why it wouldn't go through. But yeah, besides that point, though, you know, that's just kind of what's going on as of right now when it comes to VeChain. It seems like there could very well be an upgrade that's happening maybe soon, contingent on the results of the vote, right? Which I don't see why it wouldn't go through. But, things could happen. We'll wait and see. But again, I don't see why it wouldn't go through. And if anything, if it did go through, it would improve VeChain by a whole lot. So I don't know why, again, they would vote against that. But, I digress. Now, if I take a look at it, VET, which is, of course, VeChain's primary native token, recovered around 1% in the past 24 hours. Yeah, kind of still peanuts in the grand scheme of things. I mean, if we take a look at it, the market cap as of right now is still approximately 13 times away than its peak in 2024. So nothing really has happened too much there. I guess around a 1% recovery in the past 24 hours. But yeah, not really too much there. But of course, whatever is going on as of right now when it comes to VeChain, it's not like it's going to matter too much in the grand scheme of things in terms of affecting the charts because the market overall hasn't really changed yet in terms of the sentiment. But keep in mind, if let's say the market sentiment were to change, all the stuff that VeChain is doing right here, it eventually could hypothetically maybe matter. We've seen it time and time again. VeChain, keep in mind, it's been through multiple market downturns before. Sometimes people like to say, oh, this is the first time VeChain experienced it. Well, that's actually not true. Just take a look at the charts, right? VeChain has been through a bunch of nonsense throughout its existence. This is not the first time, it's experienced a market downturn. So this is kind of not a big deal. It's like just any other Tuesday, it seems like. It's like imagine asking Michael Jordan if he's nervous that he's 10 points down in like a basketball game. Let's say the Chicago Bulls are down like 10 points. I don't think he's that nervous, right? I mean, come on. It's like another routine, basically. It's a basketball game. When it comes to this, there are some hypothetical similarities there, right? It's the market. There's going to be ups, there's going to be downs. VeChain, the important thing is that it can survive. That's the thing, right? That's the most important thing, if it could do that. And VeChain, multiple times in the past, it showcased that throughout many market downturns, it's been able to kind of still stay there in terms of existing and all that. So again, this isn't just the first time it's ever experienced it. However, if we take a look at it, VeChain as of right now is also very focused on AI. We take a look at VWorld AI and how that's powered by Agent Suite. So they're doing massive things. And of course, historically, VeChain, it's very well known for the VeChain Tor blockchain. All of that is still there, fundamentally. So I don't see what bad thing happened to it. All I'm waiting for as of right now is a big change in market sentiment. That's kind of it. But I'm willing to wait for years, keep in mind. I don't know how long exactly I'm going to have to wait, but I'll gladly wait. But if I'm taking a look at, again, a massive hypothetical upgrade contingent on the results of the vote may be happening for VeChain, if that's upcoming, hypothetically, that's what I'm happy about as of right now. It may not do much to the price, if any, but I think it could impact VeChain's fundamentals moving forward. So I'm pretty excited when it comes to that. But of course, I'll be sure to make more updates moving forward when it comes to this. I want to say thank you so much for watching. It's been Lee the Captain, and I hope you all have a very nice and wonderful day.